What's good? What's good? This is Queen Common Sense back again. Hey, I hope everybody is blessed, bundled up, hydrated, well rested, and protected, hunty. Blessings and love. Coming back with another one. You know, the smoke and mirror show has begun, hasn't it? Oh, the deflection I see out here in these YouTube streets. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Please like the live and share the video. If you're gonna do the replay gang and you wanna bless the channel, you see the cash app there? Bug that I had. Oh my goodness. It's definitely something going around, but I'm here to do a remix of my own version of Mask Off, okay? Because we got a lot of deflection, a lot of pivoting, a lot of smoke and mirrors, a lot of gaslighting going on, trying to distract away from that big torpedo bombshell that was just dropped last week, okay? Everybody want to get off the path, the clear evidentiary path of this revenge popcorn and people having knowledge of it for quite a long time, which could possibly lead to a whole lot of folk getting blown up. Okay, and I'm a little irritated because people are still trying to water down and diminish any woman that is in or has escaped from and is surviving and healing from narcissistic abuse. Okay? It's not a joke. And we see the nicest of the guys, quote unquote, are the worst abusers. And with that being said, I'm not, without any further ado, shout out to the homie, Angry Biracial, who's always pointing out these kangs, as he puts it, and how they are manipulative, so-called nice guys. And this is very similar to what we have been seeing unfold for the past several years, half a decade. We pushing up on half a decade, watching people tap dance all around a black woman truth about how she has been brutally, mentally, and emotionally violated, and people turning a blind eye to it simply because they just do not like her. You understand? People will watch you suffer and expire. You don't have to do anything to them but tell the truth or ignore their bullshit, and they will watch you bleed out in the middle of the street. You understand? So shout out to Angry Biracial. This goes out to him. Some of the nicest guys are the worst abusers. Check out what happened to this young lady. We're going to talk about it. Spin the block and keep highlighting board. I'm going to talk about it until I feel tired of talking about it, which will be never. We're going to scream it from the rooftops, the middle of the street, the beach, the yacht. We're going to scream it from a tent. This is how we get duped. This is how we get love bombed into being hooked on a narcissist, being totally dragged out of our normal self and sucked into manipulation, being used and discarded over and over again until we break that cycle. So check this out.
And he's ever done anything like this. We were on a family vacation in Hawaii. I don't know what set it off. I don't know what happened. All I know is that he wouldn't stop when he started, and I thought he was going to kill me. My poor baby was in the room through the whole thing, the whole entire thing. And the only reason that I got away was because he threw my luggage over the balcony. We were on the 19th floor. And when he went to go throw it out, I grabbed my daughter and ran out of the room. But for hours, he was beating on me, knocking me unconscious over and over and over for probably up to 4 hours.
Now, is this what we should have waited to see what happened to Melody? Keep encouraging her to go back to the nice guy? Is this what we wanted to see? Nell, Kimmy, Tisha, even Destiny have at some point had hope against hope that they would make their way back to each other. Even Carlucifer kept trying to encourage Melody to stay with this weirdo monster. Why? Because he's a nice guy. Well, check this out. She married a nice guy too. And look what happened.
Everything is so blurry to me. But I don't see a lot of stories about one-time domestic abuse. And that's why I'm sharing this story, is because my husband never was like this before. This was the first time he's ever done anything like this, and it was so bad. And I just really pray that there's no other people going through this. I know there's other people going through this, and I hope that they see the self-worth in themselves to walk away from it.
And just think, if she was not able to grab her baby and run out, what do you think he would have done to the baby? Because the mother, his wife, left out the room. They were on vacation in a whole different area, unfamiliar territory. Trapped her inside the hotel room and brutalized her for hours. Is this what we're looking to happen? Is this what we want the nice guy to finally totally snap and do something that is physically threatening, as if he hasn't already? As if he hasn't already run up on Mel. As if he hasn't already gotten physical and tried to lunge at her multiple times, hurling stuff around backstage at the reunion, trying to physically attack her makeup artist. Pardon me. Trying to physically attack anybody who came against him with the truth. But that's the narrative, though, right? He's a nice guy. Well, look at what nice guys can do to you.
And I really appreciate all the support that I've gotten and continue to get from everybody. I mean, people that I've never met or talked to a day in my life are so supportive, and I really appreciate it.
See what happens when the truth comes out? The truth don't need no proof. This is what he did to his own wife, the mother of his child, and did it in front of the children. Okay? Did it in front of his own child. But this demon, Hotel Holt, is a nice guy. We already know he done bludgeoned the side piece up a couple of times and gave her a couple of 2-piece chicken wing dinners with a side order of potato salad. Okay? Dotted them I's and crossed them T's a couple of times. Okay? Mr. Nice Guy. Now, he done dragged somebody else's wife for filth. Now he's dry snitching on everybody. And hers and Tisha, so thirsty and stupid, she confirmed it all without even realizing what the hell she did. Let's go.
It's really helping me get through this. This happened on the 1st of August, so it's still really fresh, and I'm finding different ways to cope with it, but I appreciate the support that everybody's been giving me, and I'm going to continue.
And that's what these folks is really mad at, everybody, because people that Melody don't know, has no clue who we all are. Total strangers are supporting her because we have experienced and understand and have knowledge of how these so-called nice guys operate. Her story and her truth has resonated with so many people across across different languages, even, to where we support her because, once again, they say nice guys always finish last. That brings another whole new ring to it, don't it? Check it out.
Continue posting my journey of healing. I have to go see a plastic surgeon this week because there's 3 fractures in my face, my nose, and then here in my eye socket. So I will be posting that, and then going through tomorrow, I go to my first class to talk about a counseling class to talk about everything, and hopefully that helps me also. And I'm just happy that I'm alive and that me and my daughter are safe, and he's in jail where he should be, and I'm never going back. I'm never looking back. I'm going to keep moving forward and pushing forward.
So tell me, should this young lady have stayed with her husband because he was a nice guy? Because he maybe was a good provider and took her on nice trips? How much you want to bet she probably paid for that trip and had to beg him to take her somewhere? That's usually how it goes with nice guys. Because a lot, not all, a lot of these type of nice guys don't got no money. They don't have any clout. They have no juice. They have no confidence. They have no swag. And then once they get out in public, you see, they show you they don't know how to act. Just because a man can dress up nice and groom himself well does not mean he has a soul. Does not mean he will not delete you from the face of this planet because he's operating from his ego.
That modern male was definitely trying to end her life. Look at her face. This is one of the milder pictures. He beat this poor woman in front of her child for 4 hours nonstop. She said she was in and out of consciousness while he was beating her. Oftentimes, the so-called nice guys are the worst. Because like she said, she never saw this coming, never expected this from him. And when it did happen, he tried to delete her. Threw her belongings over the balcony. They were stories high. A lot of times, those so-called nice guys are the worst fucking psychopaths out there. Inside the furnace of evil and fucking rage. But they smile in your face. They push it down and plot and plan, then take you somewhere on a nice vacation and
see, this is where I feel Tisha is trying to gaslight, because she said if Martell had anything in his phone about Tisha, he would have shown it by now. Well, look how long the rest of the group knew about the revenge popcorn and didn't say anything. Look how long he held that before he finally slipped up and sent a screenshot trying to threaten and blackmail Mel with it. And that backfired. This is why I call Tisha stupid. Because she sat there in Melody's face and tried to chastise her about not giving information, allegations of Marceau having so-called 20 girlfriends. But at that time, I guarantee you, Tisha knew about that video. that the married couple created, he pulled it out at that moment and said, oh, wait a minute, we did this. Now she wants to leave me. Now I'm caught red-handed. Oh, look what I got. See, they slowly release little things. They call it breadcrumbing. So Tisha, don't be too confident. You wagging your mouth over there trying to expose and get your lick back because you the lick back queen. See, Tisha likes to get her lick back just like her mammy. And now she's trying to get Martell, get her lick back with Martell. And that's starting to backfire also. These people are chasing their own tails. Check it.
Tried to delete you. Other males have the nerve to wonder why women all across the world are choosing the best. I sincerely hope and pray that your husband is having fun with old Shower Time Berry. But there's more to her story.
To first time going back home in public, and it's probably one of the hardest things that I've had to do. I felt so embarrassed going anywhere, people staring at me. I had my sister with me. Just the effects of everything after. People don't realize how hard it is just to go back to your normal life. It feels so ugly. Just like, feel like I can't go anywhere without people just staring at me, like wondering what they're fucking saying. But I know it's gonna get better.
That was her first time going back into society after surviving that traumatic encounter, after barely escaping with her life and her daughter. Did you see the look of fear and dread on her sister's face? Everyone always wants to talk about the actual act of the horrible pain and trauma she endured at the hands of her husband. And they should blast that everywhere. But another part of that trauma is going out into the world with the bruises and swelling and scars on your face, on your body. That woman is brave. Society is cruel and evil when it comes to women surviving abuse. They shame women for being abused.
There we go. Shaming women for being abused. Thank God Melody played chess with this nickel and was 7 steps ahead of the devil. I caught you. Now I'm out. You're not going to get the chance to brutalize me and take me out of here. I have babies depending on me. And she got the heck out of there faster than you could blink your eye. As my grandmother used to say, faster than a rabbit can shake his tail. Okay? Goodbye. And now they're still trying to use Melody as the scapegoat, like she's this evil, grudge holding, manipulative backstabber. Projection. That's all it is. So y'all don't get taken off the trail. Don't let these little diversion tactics throw us off the main focus here. Is the orchestrator of all of this started with Marsau sabotaging Martell, enticing him to have an affair. Martell had an affair, got caught. Marsau is just a better cheater. He can hide it a little bit better than Martell. And he made a mockery of Martell right in his face. And see, when you build a house on quicksand, it'll always sink.
stare at her like she's some vile fucking creature. And I guarantee you some modern males are thinking in their fucking demented heads, I wonder what she did to deserve that. Because they are just as much of a fucking violent predator as her husband. It takes courage to face the world like that. It takes strength that so many modern males lack to face the world beaten and battered. Yet every day you're still fighting, you're still overcoming, you're still healing, despite the stigma that society places on abused and battered women. It's not your fault. And I hope you can rest assured, knowing that the prison system is filled with shower time berries that love fucking punks who do this to women and children. Y'all don't even want to know what old Barry does with that rubber ducky. Brings a whole new meaning to that song, Rubber Ducky, You're the One. I guarantee you bath time is no fun with Barry's Rubber Ducky.
So, as you can see, I'm walking like we do every day, except that today it was way longer, and Marcus is gone, and he just walked right ahead of me, and I can't see him. So, if I faint, then he's gonna have to come back and get me, because I will be laying in the snow somewhere because I'm dehydrated and I wanted to go home earlier. Then he kept walking.
Again, the so-called nice guys are oftentimes the worst. Old creepy Marcus made a move on that poor woman. She rejected him and his fragile ego couldn't handle it. So he played it cool and acted like nothing was wrong. Marcus is a psychopath. He was smiling in her face all the while plotting her demise. Then he invited her out on a hike, knowing all along that he was going to leave her there stranded in the middle of nowhere in the snow, knowing she has breathing problems. Nice guys are often fucking psychopaths. He felt entitled to her body. He felt he deserved access to her body. And like most modern males, his ego was too fragile to handle her telling him no. Imagine being that sick, that vile, that twisted, that because a woman tells you no, you take her out in the woods, in the cold, in the snow, and abandon her there. Knowing.
And see, this is the whole plot that Martell wants for everybody. You give me your silence and your loyalty in exchange for me holding on to all the dirt that I have about you. The bro code has finally been broken. Mask off. Okay, mask off. Now he has finally snapped. We thought he was dangerous before. Oh, baby. I'm so proud of Melody. I'm so proud of her. She got everything on lock. No cracks in her armor. But you better believe this circle surrounding the nice guy is going to rapidly flip and inside out. Watch what I say.
Her chances of survival are low. Sisters, be careful. It don't matter if you were the Brad, a Tyrone, a Pedro, a biracial. Modern males are sick all across the board. Some are worse than others, but they're still sick all the way around. I'm going to end this video here. If you enjoy.
Y'all check out Angry Biracial over there. Give him a like, a click, and a subscribe. Angry Biracial is that dude exposing them, okay? Exposing them. Now we're gonna wind this back a little bit just to fortify the truth. Check this out. Mel talking to her brother Marcus and just giving him a little bit of backstory on what had happened and how bad it actually was.
And it wasn't none of, like, I literally didn't have any notion at all of cheating until 2017, which is when I found out he had been cheating. Before that, nothing. But I could see he had, but we were young too, but I could see he had a little bit of a temper. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll be ready to pop off at the mouth. So I got to the point where I was popping back too, because you know I can be mouthy too. So I learned. Growing up, I didn't have to do that, but I learned quickly how to, okay, if they say this to you, you better say something back. Don't you just sit back and not say nothing. So I had to teach myself at 22, 23 how to get back with you, right? Because I didn't grow up where I had to do no fussing and cussing and nothing. But I was like, oh, you're not going to talk to me and say a cuss word and think I'm not going to say a cuss word back to you. So I had to learn to do that.
Pow. Now look at silly, sloppy Stormy over here talking to the nice guy. Woe is me. They having a pity party, y'all. Check this out. Y'all remember this? You remember this? How they tried to diminish what Mel went through and vilify her for pressing charges on a fool that was harassing her? And listen.
You know, I was surprised I didn't see Melody there, though, really.
I did invite Mel. I did let her know that I sent you an invitation too, and she was just like, if you're gonna be there, she ain't coming.
Yeah.
I did ask though, I was like, ain't no world where you could be on one side of the room and he could be on another, and it was given no.
So, it is cool because after my arrest, days later, was at my daughter's spelling bee contest. She sat right there.
It's crazy you said your arrest because I saw mugshot. It was everywhere. It said domestic violence, harassing communication.
Yeah.
I got something to tell you. I had to go to jail for the same thing. Harassing communication.
Really?
Yeah, a millimeter came here.
As a person decide.
It's just pathetic, y'all. It's pathetic. Liars never prosper and cheaters never win. So y'all don't let these people gaslight you and take you off the focus of why we're here. We want to make sure this monster gets put in the zoo where he belongs, away from the rest of society. We're going to continue to uplift Mel and pray for her and her babies and her family. Continue to pray for each other. Continue to uplift each other. Nurture each other. Pour into each other positivity. Let's try to step away from the infighting and the jealousy and check your demons and your ego at the door. Most of all, stop lying. And we're going to be out with this one.
As a person, decide that you're not going to lie anymore. And that whatever problem that you have, you're going to deal with that problem right then where it presents itself. It'll show you a whole new side of you.
And there we have it, folks. I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your Saturday. I am going to check out for right now. One love, one unity, black love, black family, black power. Don't forget to click like, share, subscribe. Hit the Cash App if you have any desire to bless the channel. And we're going to take it out of here for right now. Thank you for joining me. For those of the 10 of you who have come through to sit in the bushes, I appreciate you. Okay? And we out for right now, peoples. Have a beautiful day.